Welcome to Unveiling the Essence of Wisdom, where we discuss life's issues, personal problems, psychological and social concepts, and possible solutions for how to be safe in a chaotic world. There are hidden truths of our modern world. Today, I want to dive into some pressing issues that are affecting our daily lives but go often unnoticed. It's time we talk about our new technologies and our weak leaders. It's time we talk about the rise and the supremacy of digital deepfakes that will be influencing my reality and yours for the next forever. And it's time we talk about how we fight the upcoming war with all of these. Now, before I go on, if you like what you're hearing, please like, subscribe, and share with others who might wish to add a little wisdom into their lives. Now back to the topic. Let's talk about surveillance that we don't see. Let's talk about the everyday devices we use, cars, appliances, and our phones. It seems like every gadget we own is now equipped with some form of connectivity. While these technologies have certainly made our lives easier, think of smart homes and automated cars, there is a dark side, one that we need to acknowledge. We need to acknowledge that these devices we all have are spying on us. Now, to some extent, we know our phones are spying on us. This is the worst kept secret ever. But now, our refrigerators are spying on us. They are sending data back to the manufacturer on what you place inside them. How often do you open the door? We know that our smartphones are tracking our every move, but we're now surrounded by devices that can record and share all of our personal information, and they're doing it without our explicit consent. This smart connectivity raises serious questions about privacy and security, chiefly the fact we no longer have any. We're trading our freedom for convenience, unaware of the digital footprints we are leaving behind every day. Many cars today have features like GPS tracking, in-car assistance, and connectivity to the internet. They are all collecting personal data all of the time. Many car manufacturers are collecting data on driving habits, the locations you frequent, and biometric information in the vehicle if it's equipped with such technology, like a driver monitoring system. I have this in my own car. I was shocked when my car told me to wake up because it looked like I was dozing off. All of this data can potentially be shared with third parties for purposes like improving services, targeted advertising, or even sold to other companies. It's important to review the privacy policy of your vehicle's manufacturer and the settings of any connected services to understand what data is being collected on you and how it's going to be used. For now, users can often adjust privacy settings or opt out of certain data collections. But this varies by manufacturer and model, and they make it very difficult to do so. You've got to really get into the settings to turn it all off. Now, let's talk about why our leadership is allowing this. The political landscape seems saturated these days with individuals who lack vision, health, and the ability to inspire. These deficiencies are manifesting in poor to awful decision-making and wholly ineffective policies. There is a political disconnect from the citizens our leaders are meant to serve. Leadership should be about the ability to unite. The American people's dissatisfaction with the government has grown in recent years, driven by concerns over political polarization, poor economic policy, and perceived and overt corruption. Many citizens feel disconnected from their representatives, believing that policies favor special interest over the common good. Issues such as healthcare, education, and job security, crime, and the border remain unaddressed, exacerbating frustrations. The lack of bipartisan cooperation and the influence of big money in politics has further alienated voters on both sides. Social media amplifies this disconnect. And now you add in the new technology of almost perfect deepfakes. Fake imagery and video generated by AI is becoming more and more prolific. I've even been accused of not having a human sounding voice and that I am an AI. I am most certainly not. I work way too hard to be a digital voice. But we are living in an age where what we see on screens and what we hear can no longer be trusted at face value. Deep fakes and AI-generated voices and manipulated videos are becoming more and more sophisticated and increasingly available to anyone with the right tools. There will become a day in the near future when you won't be able to believe any video you see from anyone. Our politicians are weak. They are unprepared for a future war utilizing these surveillance tools they've allowed to be placed all around us. And they're unprepared for a war that will be using deep fakes against us. And this war is likely inevitable. It will be characterized by unprecedented misinformation and psychological manipulation. The combatants will not deploy bombs so much as they will deploy deepfake technology and create realistic videos and audios, fostering distrust among citizenry. This will undermine governments. Spying devices embedded in everyday objects will gather personal data, allowing for targeted propaganda that will create social division. They will know who you are, they will know what you love, and the line between truth and deception will blur. Chaos will be created and uncertainty will rule. Civilian populations will be pitted against one another and manipulated into conflicts. They won't even know why they're fighting. You won't even know why you hate the other person. You've seen it online. You know why they hate you. Fabricated narratives will fuel hate. Ultimately, this kind of war would not only target the traditional military, but the very fabric of our society, creating an eroded trust in each other and a growing paranoia. We already see the beginnings of it now. But what can we do to stop this? As consumers of media, we need to develop a critical eye, and we must learn to question everything we see and hear. I want you to even be questioning me in this video. Why am I making this? What's the point? We can't let misinformation dictate our understanding of truth. We must stay informed and question every source. If you are on the right, you have to look at all the conservative speakers with a critical eye. If you're on the left, you must do the same. We must encourage more transparency from our leaders and educate ourselves about the various technologies we embrace. It's time to demand more from those who lead us, especially when it comes time to fight this inevitable upcoming digital war. The war will be against invasive technology and the digital lies they will peddle to us. Thanks for tuning in today. I'd love to hear your thoughts on these issues, so please comment below. Do you think our devices are invading our privacy? Are you concerned about our leadership today? And how do you approach the reality of AI-generated media? Let's spark a discussion in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. Until next time, stay aware, stay engaged. And like always, thank you, and have a wise day.